Foundation Arena. Please welcome first the Messenger Press, Adelaide Endurance. From the Monterey Bowls Club in South Australia, two-time state pairs champion, Simon Dorr. Up next, 2014 Commonwealth Games bronze medalist, Wayne Rudiger. And last year's best performed player in APL 01, Scott Thulball. And the coach of the Messenger Press Adelaide Endurance, Faye Luke.
Well, they flew under the radar a little bit last year, the Adelaide Endurance. Caught a few people by surprise, got themselves through to the final against the Brisbane Gold, but just were edged out in a thrilling finish. And joining us here, Scott Thulball. And Scott, the experience you gained last year is obviously coming instead this year. You're not overawed again.
Oh, no, we're just sort of going, taking each game at a time and just doing the right things, trying to win our power plays and defend theirs and having a go.
Personally, voted best of 2013. Do you have any added pressure coming in this week?
Yes or no. That's debatable whether I was the best. It's a pretty cutthroat format, so just try to play some good bowls and find a way to win.
Well, you were voted best, so you might as well take it. Good luck.
I'll take it. Shout outs to all those at the highway and back home too.
Good man. Okay, let's get Adelaide's opponents.
And introducing their opponents, the Gold Coast Hawks. Introducing first the captain of the Australian Jackaroos, Lindsay Clark. Up next, two-time Commonwealth Games bronze medalist, Nathan Rice. And from Club Helensvale, 2014 Male Bowler of the Year, Brett Wilkie. And the coach of the Gold Coast Hawks, Anthony Fantini.
Very good. Some wonderful introductions there. The Gold Coast Hawks, led by Nathan Rice, Brett Wilkie and Lindsay Clark. Interesting to note, all ages there, 35, 40 and 30, so certainly one of the youngest teams in the field. And joining me is Lindsay Clark from the Gold Coast Hawks. Lindsay, unfortunately, so far, you've only won the one match. How can you recover?
Yeah, look, tonight's a different game. It's our first year in the APL, so we're pretty excited about it. We had our first win in the first game, so we started high and lost the next couple, but we're looking forward to making amends tonight.
What about some of the supporters here? What's going on here? You've got a band of merrymen behind you.
Yeah, they're great. Club Helensvale, we're the owner of this Gold Coast Hawks franchise, so they're really supportive with everything we do, and it's great to see the guys in the stands and the signs, and we've got the meter maids and the lifesavers, so we're a bit of fun with it all. It's great.
Lindsay, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Okay, it's back to our commentators. Headed up by Mark Brobrook. Mark.
Thank you, Tom. Yes, the Gold Coast certainly making their mark on APL 2, but this Adelaide side, they flew under the radar last year, and no one would taken them lightly this year. Very good side, certainly not the best credentialed team. And just Wayne Rudiger, the only player who's had international experience, a member of the Commonwealth Games squad, and also a world champion back in 2012 as well, winning that title in the fours back in Adelaide. And Faye Luke, the captain. This is a big moment for Helensvale, the Gold Coast Hawks, big club down on the northern end of the Gold Coast. I was down there the other day. Lovely part of the world. So this is their first television match. Won their first match today. Brett Wilkie, as you can see there, he played with Perth last year, but he is from Helensvale, so he wanted to come back and play with his home club. And they gladly accepted him because he is a quality player. is Brett Wilkie. So too Nathan Rice. He is also Commonwealth Games representative earlier this year. Been a terrific performer locally. Runner-up in the Australian Open singles back in 2012. And went to the Commonwealth Games this year and won a bronze in the fours. Up with the man he is playing against tonight, Wayne Rudiger, who's on the bench, I should say, to start for the Adelaide Endurance. Kelvin Kirko will be joining me shortly in commentary once he recovers from the loss suffered by the Brisbane goal. There's Wayne Rudiger, Fay Luke, long-time manager too of the Australian side. But they did catch everyone a bit by surprise last year. And here's Nathan Rice to get us underway. Our third match tonight. Still to come, the Melbourne Royals, who are yet to win a game this year at APL. They will take on the Perth Suns. This has got a bit of territory to cover, and just coming up a bit short there for Nathan. There was plenty of Helensvale support here last year for the Brisbane side. They made the trip up from the coast. Well, now they've got their own team to support.
Yeah, mate. It would have been
So
close.
Simon Dorr gets Adelaide underway. Nathan Rice, nicknamed Lurch, in the bowls fraternity. This time on the forehand. Is it going to turn? Just stays a bit wide. There's Brett Wilkie there on screen. Runner-up in the indoors early this year. You saw on Fox Sports. Quality player.
Hurry a bit, Simo.
So Dorr also going to the forehand. And nice correction from Simon. A bit short, but a much better bowl. And Adelaide do hold shot. Scott Tholborn, who was outstanding last year. He was very embarrassed and quite modest about his success he had last year. But to be voted the best performed player of APL 1, when you consider the quality of player, the calibre of player, it's a fine feather in the cap for Scott Tholborn, who is skipping this side. Here is the lead, Simon Dorr. Kelvin Kirko has made his way up after a team debrief for the Brisbane goals. And Kelvin, as I was just saying with Tom Chadwick, tomorrow is a massive day for the Brisbane goal. You've got to win at least 3 of your 5 tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, it is a big day. You know, we've done it pretty tough then, but you know, the second day of the competition's a big day, like you said, Mark. So, yeah, we'll go home and quiet night, I think, for the boys, and come out firing tomorrow.
Well, Adelaide snuck under the radar last year. You beat them in the final, in a gripping final, but they won't be sneaking under the radar this year.
No, definitely not. You know, 2 good teams here. Been pretty evenly balanced all day, really, the competition, I think.
Settle with.
Former Australian Open champion Brett Wilkie. 2009 he won that title. We've been discussing all night, Kelvin, and you've been out there. Of course, Karen was earlier. This, you know, right to left on our screens, from west to east here, the way they're bowling now seems to be more difficult than the other way.
Yeah, it seems to be. I think, you know, the clubhouse side of the rink just tends to be a little bit pushier, I think, a little bit slower. So it was a little bit hard to really judge the pace, I guess. But if you have a look at some of the bowls that Alex Marshall played, when we sort of did have an opportunity to have him under pump, he pulled out some beauties.
He did, didn't he? He was the difference, really. What a quality player he is.
He's world class. So he's just gone on screen, Brett Wilkie.
So after a couple of backhand bowls to start this end, everyone's going to the forehand. This one just coming up a bit short as well. And we've seen that tonight. That's an ugly looking head. And we've seen that quite often coming this way.
And it's a very hard way to get in when there's a few short bowls in the way, and certainly off the centre line, it's a hard road.
Track here, lad. Come on.
The Adelaide
Come on, Scotty.
boys, they made it through the final last year, and there's another good shot.
They seem to have a great camaraderie about them. There's something about them. They just have something that they never say die attitude, and they're not overawed. They just go about their business methodically, quietly.
Yeah, they just plugged away last year. Like you said, they come from nowhere. But Brett Wilkie needs a bit of luck here, and he
gets it too. And that'll get the Helensvale fans up. A little bit of a smile there from the man they call Wiz.
Yes, and there you see Faye Luke, the coach from the Adelaide team.
Hold, Scotty. Come on, buddy.
Scotty looking pretty good here.
Scotty.
He's played it well. Just got to stop now.
Great shot, mate.
Little touch of the jack on the way past.
He was great last year, and he comes up with a big bowl just when it's needed for Adelaide to get them underway. And they lead 1-0 after a terrific bowl from Brett Wilkie, as answered by Scott Bolburn, and we saw that all last year. His final bowls were terrific, and he starts that way this year. Well played, Adelaide.
Yeah, he's a very underestimated player. Australian champion of club champions. He's won it a couple of times, I believe. So new to the competition, the Gold Coast Hawks, based out of the club Helensvale club on the Gold Coast, top end of the Gold Coast.
Start, Simo. Platinum. Brilliant.
Simon Dorr, nickname of Simo. It's a good opening bowl. It just tends to be a lot kinder the rink playing in this direction that the players are playing now. Nathan Rice, of course, represented Australia at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow earlier this year. New to the competition, of course, the APL. Very good competitor.
Hang up, mate. Hold up.
Well, just trying to get there. Just going to pull up short.
That's plenty of support here too for the Gold Coast, making their way up the M1.
Yes, I believe they've got a bus coming up each and every night of the competition from the Gold Coast, so that just shows you the support that the Helensvale Gold Coast Hawks have. Plenty of support from down the coast for this team. And why wouldn't they, with Lindsay Armitage, Australian captain, ladies captain, Nathan Rice and Brett Wilkie. Very competitive outfit.
Home here, brother. Well played.
It's interesting, 3 of the 4 members of the bronze medal winning Australian team in Glasgow involved in this match. Brett Wilkie, Nathan Rice and Wayne Rudiger.
Yes, Wayne Rudiger, Nathan Rice and Brett Wilkie, of course, the Commonwealth Games. They did come away with a medal as well, a bronze medal in the men's fours.
So still Adelaide holding shot. There is Wayne Rudiger. He's wearing the red of Adelaide. Member of the World Champions fours from 2012 as well.
It's been the Australian lead in the last couple of years, so anyone out there, if you can be a good lead, it's a good stepping stone, make the Australian team. They're far and few between good leads in this great game.
Settle, mate.
Scotty Thorburn, big dark horse last year,
Just
played
around,
very
mate.
well on
Just
this
around.
Pine Rivers
Great
carpet.
shot.
That's going to count.
Listen, mate.
It could be 2, not sure.
There's only 1, mate.
So he's gone to the backhand, Brett Wilkie, and a bit of pace on that. They have some back bowls there, the Gold Coast.
Yeah, 10 else is good.
That would worry Adelaide a little bit.
Yes, Brett Wilkie, a very good runner. Scotty Thorburn, he's not bad for himself. Very good competitor.
Down.
He's got a little bit of run on this bowl. Going to be in a handy spot.
Keep going.
Bit of protection back there for those two bowls.
We see Faye Luke and Wayne Rudiger.
As nervous this year as she looked last year, Faye.
Yes.
I'm with.
Lovely lady.
Some weight here from Brett Wilkie, and that leaves two. I think there's one in front of the jack which might be shot as well. It's hard to see.
Simon Dorr just suggesting it might be two. Certainly one in a measure. Scotty Thorburn, can he make it another one?
Brett Wilkie has last crack at it though. That's that front bowl that I was talking about.
Effort, mate.
Gonna run through a little bit. Brett Wilkie.
Bit of room here, Kelvin.
There's quality player. He'll give himself big chance of drawing this.
Can they get on the board here?
Drop hard, Winston.
Well, they're watching. They're watching very closely, but it looks quick to me. I don't think it's going to pull up. It's not.
It's not. So it's one, at least one, and they may measure for the second. It's a bit too close. Now, Kelvin, while we're measuring here, just run through this for me. You're in New Zealand, right? You're in your hotel room and you want a cup of tea or coffee?
Listen, I've had a fantastic day at the Milford Sound. Stayed at a place called Tananu in a couple of hours from Milford Sound on the lake in New Zealand.
Just the one to Adelaide, yeah. So you're in Milford Sound. You're in your hotel room. I'd like a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. You grab the kettle.
Electric kettle.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. You've grabbed the electric kettle and you decide to
put it on a hot stove, and unfortunately, the thing caught on fire because it was an electric kettle, I should say.
And it was plastic, wasn't
it? But it melted and started smoking, and of course it caught on fire. So the flames caught, you know, and the owner of the hotel had to run in with an extinguisher, put the fire out. But of course, while she was putting the fire out, a piece of the plastic off the kettle actually landed on top of my foot at the same time. So as I went down to peel this piece of plastic off, about 10 centimetres long, it peeled off my skin as well. So I've got a tender foot at the present time, but it's healing slowly. Accidents do happen, they say.
Oh, that is a great story.
Yes, it wasn't funny at the time.
It's most probably not funny now either, but it is for us anyway. As your 4X girls look on in Wayne's Can Bar. Wait till that gets rocking when Mick gets up here.
Yes, Wayne's Can Bar, very popular, very popular place last year.
What is your coach doing there?
Well, our coach, we don't know where he's going to be sometimes.
Well, I'm glad he wasn't near you when he substituted you earlier as well.
There will be a team talk tonight. I can suggest that much.
It's a bit deep, that one. There is the coach.
Well, he looks like a cowboy, doesn't he?
He might be there tomorrow as well.
Anyway, it's Nathan Rice.
I'm sure that Mick Malloy, who's most probably at home, if he hasn't already gone to bed, getting up early in the morning, although his Roys are on next, his Melbourne Roys. You're lucky he's not here asking you about the New Zealand incident, Kelvin.
No, he'd be having a crack for sure, there's no doubt. And I suggest he probably will when he hears.
Oh, he will. Don't worry, he'll hear about it. Now here is Dorr on the backhand. This looks a little bit better. This looks pretty good, Kelvin.
Just going to run through a little bit.
Didn't it keep going?
Yeah, it's very unusual. The carpet at night, as it gets later in the evening, the carpet seems to run a little bit faster as the night goes on. A little bit of moisture in the air cools off, and it runs quicker. So it is affected this surface. Very, very hot days, it runs a little bit slower.
Gold Coast hole 2 at the moment. There's no one really near the jack. The way Scott Thulburn has been performing in the Premier League 1 and 2, it suggests he'll get pretty close.
As plays on some fast greens in Adelaide, of course, and this carpet's probably running around the 17-second mark in terms of pace of green. Gets past that, he'll be close. Not quite.
Speed most probably was okay there.
Speed was good. He was just crossing the line. Brett Wilkie, very low action at point of delivery. Of course, gets the bowl away very well.
Come on, mate.
Has he got the running? I don't think he has. So there's a few unders and overs happening here. There we go. Anthony Fantini, the coach of the Gold Coast Hawks.
Scotty.
Well, Simon Dorr calling out to Scotty. This does look very good. This will be number 1 for sure. Great bowl. Falls over as well.
Did it touch it? It missed it. You wouldn't think it could miss. It looks close, doesn't it?
Almost gone right around it. Brett Wilkie, you're playing a running shot, trying to push it out of the way. Well, they're watching. I think he's wide. Well, he's got a very lucky result.
But it'll be re-spotted and it'll be shot to Adelaide, I think, won't it?
Oh, I think Brett Wilkie's bowl that he's run with has run through and stayed on. So it's a very good result.
They're a long way apart. They're always difficult to tell, aren't they? That'll most probably be a measure. Plenty of room, though, for Thulburn, but he's only got the 1 bowl.
There's plenty of room. He said it come out well. I don't know whether that's a good sign. Well, it's got to stop. It looks like... I don't think it will. It's going to go in. Well, that's a poor bowl.
So room here for Brett Wilkie, and they need 2 here. The Gold Coast.
Ready. Come on, buddy. Hurry now, Will. Come on. Hurry.
This will fire the Gold Coast crowd up if he can draw another shot. Has he got there? Nathan Rice says yes. Simon Dorr looks on and needs to be convinced. He wants it measured. So Nathan Rice is confident. I don't know whether they've got a tape measure long enough to measure that. Need the laser. Will help. My laser, Kelvin. I've come up with the idea. I'm surprised no one's followed up on it yet.
Well, there has been a few trying to put it together. Fortunately, with the ditch, sometimes you can't measure if the jack's in the ditch, so they can't get it quite right at this moment.
There's one. There's one at least. They're going to measure the other, so it's 1, or is it 2? 1. Let's see here. It is 2. So the Gold Coast level it at 2 apiece after 3 ends. That was a massive end, and we've got the power play coming up here for Adelaide. And don't forget, you can tweet us here, the APL at APL Bowls, and hashtag APL02. Loving version 2 of the APL. It would be great to be in other states each year. I suppose it's up to the other states, isn't it? And you can check out Jack Attack Bowls, newly introduced, which is the spin-off at clubs. Be up to the other clubs to try and steal it away from Pine Rivers. It's all, the venue here is suited so well to APL. Undercover, carpet.
Yes, terrific venue. Club Pine Rivers. It's absolutely going to be a cracking week. It's
Wayne's Canberra.
Wayne's Canberra, and it's only night 1 here. So if anything like last year's to happen, going to be a big Friday night once again for the finals, of course.
A big Thursday night too when Mick gets here as well.
Yes, he'll add a bit of flavour to the game. Well, 2 pretty good opening bowls. Both players.
Kelvin, what about tomorrow night? The local derby, 7:30 Brisbane time. The Gold Coast Hawks up against the Brisbane Gold.
Can't wait. Can't wait. We managed to get hold of him today, so we're looking forward to back-to-back.
Shooting, Lurch, spot on.
Now, I think Lindsay Clark can hear me down there. Linz, can you hear me?
I can, yes, I can.
The local derby tomorrow night. Kelvin's already trying to grab bragging rights by saying that they've already beaten you once. So you're looking forward to tomorrow night. I know you've got to get through tonight, but that will be huge tomorrow night at 7:30, won't it?
Yeah, definitely. We've got a big rivalry, and, you know, revenge is sweet, Kelvin, so look out for us tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you're left to improve after watching today's performance, I must say. We were quite dominating, I thought.
How many have you won, sorry?
Linz, they may not have a coach this time tomorrow, the way the camp is in turmoil. And at least you haven't done anything with a kettle of late, have you?
No, we're not that silly.
Nathan's following this one down.
Yes, he likes it.
Great shot here, Lurch.
Well, he's pretty close. Nathan Rice. Oh, great shot. Brilliant bowl from Nathan. Lurch, they call him.
Have a little chance, mate.
Quite tall, strapping lad.
When are you coming out, Lindsay? When are we going to see you?
That's in our pocket at the minute.
I won't tell anyone.
Can't your coach make a decision either?
No, I think I'm going to come out the start of the first end in the next set.
How come there's no skorts?
Yeah, I
Karen-
asked for one.
Karen, I thought you'd be having the skorts on, but not the trousers, but that'll be fine. Here's the last bowl from Simon's a bit wide, but this is a massive end with Adelaide having the power play, Linz. You've got to try and defend that.
Yeah, definitely. We did find, you know, this is our first year in APL, but the first 4 games we played during the day today, if you can nullify their power play and take it off them and then back up with your own power play and win that, you're almost unbeatable. So That's the plan. We'll see how it works out.
You know you're a married lady now. You shouldn't be sitting next to that lifeguard.
He's pretty good looking, isn't he? But hey, he's got nothing on my husband, so that's all right.
Well done. That is outstanding. Covered that well.
Come, Wiz.
I did notice before though, Kelvin, Lindsay did push those 2 metre maids out of the way for him to sit there.
Can't help herself.
Brett Wilkie looking on intently. Just coming up a bit short.
Well, what can Scotty Thorburn do here?
It is their power play.
Well, he's trying to draw the shot. Well, he looks quick again. Certainly, I don't think he's even going to pull up. He could lose his bowl here. There'll be no value in that. Well, it's hung over the edge.
And it rolls back. It's safe.
Well, still a chance back there. Counting. Brett Wilkie on the mat very quickly.
His last bowl.
Come on here, mate. Come on, Wiz.
Lurch likes it.
Yeah, man.
Bit of protection back there.
There's something around it. Yeah. That one, mate. Get that one close.
They hold 2 here, the Gold Coast. He's got 1 more, Brett, after this. Just hiding down the other end. He followed that bowl down, have a chat with Nathan Rice. And how's this looking, Kelvin?
Well, it's all on his weight.
It's got a long way to go, doesn't it?
I don't think it's going to reach. It looks going to be short for sure.
Well short. This is arguably 3 of the worst bowls we've seen in 2 years from Scott Thorburn. Bit of pressure here, and now a chance for Brett Wilkie.
Brett Wilkie, a big chance.
A downcast look here. This is their power play. Well, they're not going to pick up a shot unless Brett does something crazy. It does have 1 more bowl left, Scott.
Brett Wilkie, he'll be trying to draw another one. Let's take about a metre off his previous bowl. Well, he's chasing it. It's all on his weight.
Hurry now, Wiz.
Lurch is saying hurry. I don't know whether it's going to make it. It won't.
Just pulls up a fraction short.
Go Wiz, go Lurch. There you see it. Hot shot Hawks here at the APL. So plenty of support from the Helensvale Gold Coast Hawks team.
Be a good bus trip on the way home.
There will be if they win.
It's a bit hard on Lindsay that she has to drive the bus, but he's Thorburn. He's done it so often, Kelvin. Can he do it again? That is the question. Can he save Adelaide here? He's given it a good crack, but he just doesn't quite manage it. And it's 1 at least. Is it 2? It is 2. So that's a great smother from the Gold Coast. Not only did they dampened the power play for Adelaide. They pick up 2 shots themselves, and now they're playing the power play. And the Gold Coast have a 2-shot buffer heading into this final end of the first set. You haven't seen Steve Glasson in your travels, have you? Because he's still wearing my glasses.
Is he really?
He is, because he's broke earlier today.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And I've got to admit, I am having a little trouble seeing. So I thought he'd actually, when he finished playing, he'd bring them back.
Great start, Alerchi.
I did see him on the side of the rink earlier. I haven't seen him lately. I think you might have gone home with him.
Nice start there from Nathan Rice. Well, he's coming up to do the next match with me, which will be great. So at least one of us will be able to see for the final match of the night.
Simon Dorr, good opening bowl here.
Hasn't it run out well there?
Very good. Nathan Rice, very bright outfits. The Gold Coast Hawks. Can't miss them.
So you bagged their play, you're now bagging their outfits.
Well, they're bright, you won't miss them.
You are really trying to build this rivalry up, aren't you?
We are. We can't wait for another match against the local Derby team.
There's the Gold Coast with their entourage, the lifesavers and the meter maids. Lindsay Clark patiently waiting to get out onto the green. This backhand side seems to be the more difficult of the two as well. Just rolling through.
Yeah, certainly just the pace, you know, as we said, tends to pick up in speed, and players just haven't been able to adapt to the speed. Very short game, of course. 2 sets of 5 ends with a 1-end playoff. Doesn't really give you much time to settle in and relax. Nathan Rice trying to draw the shot. Just going to run through, but it's a handy bowl. 2 handy bowls, in fact.
And it doesn't give you the chance to recover from mistakes, does it?
No, if you have a bad end, you're basically going to lose the set. So just got to try and dig in, make every bowl count, reduce the poor bowls. Need a bit of luck on your side as well. Generally, you can make your own luck if you're playing well.
We will see some substitutions at the end of this end. Wayne Rudiger and Lindsay Clark will come out. Will they come out with the Gold Coast up a set? Can Adelaide pick up 3? Or will we have, like in your match, a halved first set?
Yes, well, Brett Wilkie will be trying to close it out if he's got the opportunity. He's 1 down. Chance to trial a jack. Draw the shot. Oh, he's got to miss the front bowl to be any chance, and he's not going to.
Come on.
Well, one's not enough though for Adelaide, but there's plenty of time here for them.
Yes, well, 2 could lock it up, like you said. Make the set a draw. They need 2. Don't think he's going to get there either.
Hurry now, mate. Bit more. How's the draw, mate?
Couple of feet short.
What's the way like? Might be a touch over.
Brett Wilkie. Nathan Rice was saying he was a bit heavy with his first. He could hit the other one up here. Not quite. Well, a real opportunity here for the opposition. Adelaide need 2. It's this last end 5 of this first set. Adelaide Endurance versus the Gold Coast Hawks.
Come on, brother. Come on.
Well,
Scotty, hurry now. Hurry.
I'll tell you what, he's looking really good here, Scotty Thorburn. Perfect.
He's done it again.
Well, that'll be 2, so it stays as it is. It'll be 4 all. Both players have 1 bowl each to play. So what will Brett Wilkie do? I think he might play up through the front bowls.
He's got 15 seconds.
Right through that, mate.
It's down to 10 seconds.
Still a chance, mate. Through yours.
8 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and he just got it off with 1 second to spare.
That? Well, Brett Wilkie, he likes it. He's chasing it.
Come on, Wiz.
He's after the jack. Would be the perfect result.
Great shot.
Oh, and he does. Outstanding bowl from Brett Wilkie.
Amazing results. Well, it's a measure, I think.
It's a measure,
but he's not 2 down.
But there's not 2 there. And now they might take a timeout here, Adelaide. He's got 16 seconds, 15. He's got to get back and pick his bowl up.
Well, we want to run.
10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And did he get it off?
Wow.
He just got it off.
He just.
I'm surprised they didn't take a timeout.
No. He was rushed, and that was the end result. 2 wide.
And the measure doesn't matter, I suppose. But it will be, for the record books, 1 to Adelaide. And the Gold Coast win the first set by 4 shots to 3. And they edge closer to a win as we take a break here from Pine Rivers. Night 1 of the Australian Premier League, live on Fox Sports.
Perth Glory, Wellington Phoenix, live Friday, Sky Sport 2.
If shaving is a pain in the neck, cheek, or chin, we have one word: hallelujah. Upgrade to the Gillette Fusion Pro Glide. Precision engineered, even for sensitive skin. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Holy guacamole! Esti fantastico!
What you say? For a limited time at Wendy's, handmade guacamole and salsa ranch with your choice of spicy or home-style chicken, jalapeno beef, or muchos nachos.
Es magnifico!
On Wednesday, 3rd of December, William Trowbridge will be attempting a new world record by freediving to 102 meters. Watch world history in the making. Brought to you by Steinlager Pure.
People believe what they want to believe.
American Hustle, Sunday, Sky Movies premiere.
With so many channels of totally awesome entertainment, the only way Sky can get any better is with My Sky. This baby here lets you pause, rewind, and record your favourite programs. And for the month of November, if you're a Sky Direct customer, you'll pay nothing to join, and that's going to save you $99. To upgrade now, simply call 0800 118 118 and enjoy a world of your favourite shows on your terms, like a boss.
Welcome back to Pine Rivers in the northwestern suburbs of Brisbane. The Gold Coast took the first set 4-3. That is Brett Wilkie. A couple of substitutions have been made. Lindsay Clark is out. There is Lindsay, an Australian captain, and Wayne Rudiger, an Australian team member. This is what I love about the APL too, Kelvin. You just don't get to see this in too many sports anywhere in the world, where the men and women compete on an equal footing. And I think it's terrific, and one of the great positives about this Premier League. And there's Lindsay with her first bowl on the money.
Plenty of support. Yes, you don't get the opportunity in any other sport that I'm really aware of, that the females can play in an open competition with the elite players at the same time.
The Gold Coast took the first set. Wayne Rudiger coming up well short there. Tom Chadwick has the Adelaide coach.
Thank you, Mark. Indeed, as the second set gets underway, I'm joined by Adelaide endurance coach in Faye Luke. Faye, unfortunately, for you guys, the first set didn't really go to plan, did it?
It didn't, but that's life. That's the way that this cookie crumbles here in this game, and that's anything's possible. But, you know, we're in it with the second set now. Let's do it.
Indeed. How disappointing was it that the power play didn't really come off?
Well, you know what? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We just have to go with the flow because that's the game.
What are the tactics from now on?
Well, we just have to keep arriving. It is a little bit tricky out there, but it's tricky for both of us. We just keep arriving, keep positive, one on, one behind, and just see where the other one goes.
Faye, good luck. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Faye Luke there with Tom Chadwick, and she will be a nervous wreck before the end of tonight. And
yes, well, they must win the second set, of course. Keep the match alive.
Oh, Lenny. Got my foot, mate. Good one.
Faye Luke, of course, is part of the Australian NTC coaches, one of our elite coaches within the game. Looks after the South Australia and Northern Territory up-and-coming players. Works hard in the development of players as they make state representative levels in those areas.
There is Faye. It is a great place, South Australia. Love Adelaide. Love the Barossa. Enjoyed the World Championships that were over there, and sadly haven't been back since then, Kelvin, but it's a special place. It is the hidden gem of Australian tourism, I think, the Barossa.
Yes, they have fantastic summers, of course, beautiful, fine sunny days. It's quite hot there at times as well.
Yep.
Cold in winter, hot in summer. Of course, the AFL, a couple of very big teams. The AFL, of course, they love their sport.
There's Stolburn.
Well, he's changed to the other hand on this occasion.
Scotty. Scotty.
It looks pretty good.
Shot, mate.
Very good shot.
Jack High with that.
It's 2 to Adelaide. 2 white bowls on screen. White and red. And Brett Wilkie, can he respond?
Come on, Wiz.
Come on, Wizard.
Lindsay likes it.
Come on, Wizard.
Down. Oh, Wiz, you're going to be stiff here. Unlucky.
Very unlucky. Just around the jack and
Good shot.
didn't sit on anything.
Touched it.
Both these players very quick.
Listen, mate. Come, buddy.
It's going to pull up short. A little bit disappointed.
Is that far out?
Pull around that.
I think so, yeah. It's whipping a bit there. Something similar to your last is good.
So the forehand here for Wilkie.
Swoop.
Well, it's just got a turn. Brett Wilkie looks like he's on the wide side.
Good
Bit
effort.
quick as well.
So that's Gold Coast done here, and Thorburn.
Wow, he's got a big chance. They hold 2.
Big chance for big numbers here.
Can he make it another one? Well, it's all on his weight. He's got to get there. Is it going to get there? Well, I think it will. Absolutely.
So that's 3. What a start to this second set for the Adelaide Endurance, picking up 3 shots to start. So that is the perfect start, a dream start for Adelaide. Now the pressure right back on the Gold Coast.
It's a great start by Adelaide in the second set. Rudiger dropped short with his first bowl. Let's see how he goes on his second attempt on the second end of the second set.
This is a little bit where tactics come into play as well, isn't it? You know, do you go your power play? It's too late now, but this would have been the time to maybe go the power play for the Gold Coast, or is it too early?
It's hard when you've substituted a couple of players and still learning to pick up the speed of the green. It's the same for both teams, though, of course.
Doesn't come back much from out there.
Yeah, weight's not bad.
Clark finishing wide. Great weight. Wayne Rudiger, Australian lead, as we're saying, at the recent Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. He's part of the men's fours, bronze medalist.
Right. Ability.
Well, as you were saying, Mark, get a little bit wide there. They don't tend to come back.
Staying on the backhand here is Lindsay. Got a bit of distance to cover here. Will it run it out?
Don't think it will.
Weight's awesome, mate.
Not going to. Wayne Rudiger.
Come on, mate. Weighing
Looks
up.
pretty good here.
Hurry a bit.
For Hurry, will be two. Well played. Very handy shot right on the centre line.
Still on the backhand here. For Lindsay Clark. Not turning.
Just a bit quick. Well, may have changed. Adelaide 3 on the first end of this second set and lie 2. Remembering in each set there will be a power play.
So if they do
double shots.
If they do drop this end, the Gold Coast, you'd think they'd have to call the power play, wouldn't you?
I think they would. Anthony Fantini, coach of the Hawks, quite confident that's what they will do. So they'll be in trouble. There'll be a few behind. That'll be another one. Bit short, but it counts.
Another example of this end, Kelvin. The head's just not a... You know, they're not grouping. It's just hard coming right to left on your screen.
Looks easy. Quite calm.
Lindsay likes this, I think.
Run, Wiz.
Just runs out of steam a little bit.
Two, mate.
Good track, just 2 feet short.
Adelaide hold 2.
Scotty looks quick here. I think I heard him say it's going.
Solid, mate.
Might get lucky though.
Good, mate.
One in, one out. But still a couple of shots at least. Ken Brett Wilkie needs 2 feet on his last bowl.
How's the weight, Wizard? Hold, mate. Hurry. Hurry to your own, Wiz. Weight was good.
Mate. Get to yours.
Lindsay urging it on. It wasn't to be. Oh, drawing for 3 here, Adelaide. Big chance.
I didn't say which one, did I?
Wow, just let them off.
Wow.
Short.
There's 2. Weight wasn't far off.
So 2 to Adelaide with 1 bowl to play.
If he trails the jack here, he's got a bowl waiting for it at the back.
I think Brett Wilkie, he'll be happy to just try and draw the shot.
How's that arc, Wiz?
Is he going to come back from there?
Easy. Rip hard, Wiz.
Don't think he will.
Rip.
He's on the wide side, and you get out there, it won't turn.
Great effort.
Well, will we see the power play?
So it is 2 to Adelaide. It is 5-zip in this second set. Gold Coast took the first 4-3. And we're going to see some movement here from Adelaide. Oh, no, it stays. No movement from the Gold Coast. If you leave it too much longer, Kelvin, it may be too late.
Yes, they're down 5-0.
If Adelaide win this end, you know, 6-0 with 2 to remaining.
Well, they've got to win the power play, basically, so that's what it's going to come down to.
And with, you know, at least 2 shots.
And just remembering in the rules that the minimum amount of bowls that a team member must play in each match is 9 bowls. So generally, most players come on for 3 or 4 ends. Try and keep your best player out there.
And of course, both teams can call their power play in the one end as well. That would make it interesting if that happened next out.
Well, it could happen. Adelaide.
Down to it.
I reckon they might take at the same time as you said, Mark. Wayne Rudiger draws another. Ken Lindsay draw the shot. Australian captain. Looks like it's going to run under.
Oh, weight's good.
Very good weight.
Good off, mate. You're on it.
Well, no one's really getting over it. Sort of topsy-turvy game.
It's
a few loose ones from here and there. Wayne Rudiger's played this very well. That's a very handy shot. So it's 3 shots.
And I know they're all experienced, Kelvin. You would have found the same as well when you walk out there for the first time. You know, it's still a new experience. It's the APL 2, last year's old news. There's still those nerves to settle down. I'm sure by the time we get to tomorrow night and so on, that this match under the belt, there'll be a rise and a rise and a rise as we get further into the APL.
Oh, there's no doubt. You know, the more opportunity you get to play on the rink, you get to know it better. Playing, of course, a real game, in real conditions. You'll learn to work out which is going to be the best side of the rink to play. So we'll take a game or 2. I dare say by the time we get to the finals on Friday night, we'll see some high quality action.
Hey, mate.
Well, South Australia are just warming up.
Well done, mate.
Starting to consolidate.
Got some work to do here, the Gold Coast.
You sure have. They've got a score on this end.
And Brett Wilkie.
He looks quick as well.
Now Lindsay is listening to us down on
Good effort, Wiz.
the rink. And Lindsay, you've got some work to do here. You're in a little bit of trouble this set.
I think we need Lurchy back on. Sort of scratching around a little bit. It is a bit tricky when you come out fresh off the bench, and Wiz has lost his way a little bit with the pressure put on him, but it's all good because we got the first set under the belt, so hopefully he can do something for us here.
You've got to get that power play next end, really, don't you?
Yeah, that's a big one.
Good, mate.
Track's good, Wiz.
How tough is it out there picking up the pace of the... Seems to be different depending on which end you're bowling too.
Yeah, definitely, and really different from what we've played on all day as well. So, come on, Wizzer.
How's it look?
Hold.
Looked short from up here.
Come on.
They need something big here, the Gold Coast.
Try to count there.
Well, 5-0. Of course, this is the third end.
We can drop a 3, but you draw there.
Wayne Rudiger calling Scotty on the backhand. You wouldn't want to hit the front bowl of Brett Wilkie's last bowl up.
I don't think he likes it.
Oh, he's played it pretty safe. He's only got to beat that. He's played it really well. Look at this for a bowl from Scotty Thorburn.
He's played
absolutely pitch perfect.
He played it superbly. The look on his face halfway down was if, oh, what have I done?
See it at all?
What's that?
We do have the spot if you can see it.
Is it going off the bowl or?
Yeah, it's going to get onto the back bowl and spit out. There's not much else on, I don't think.
Well, Brett Wilkie has got to make contact with the shot bowl, and hopefully
5 seconds.
The Jacks can go out of bounds. That's their best result. They've got the best bowl. Brett Wilkie playing weight. It looks narrow. Needs some action off the front. And he's not going to get it.
That is 4 shots. 4 to Adelaide, and it is 9-0 after 3 ends, Kelvin. And they're going for a substitution. Lindsay disappears. Nathan Rice comes back. They've got to play the power play as well, don't they? You just can't. And there's the Perth guys looking on.
Well, there's no power play. You see, Sol again, Perth Suns waiting for their next match.
Oh, socks up.
Jeremy Henry, Wayne Turley, 2 quality players.
Tom Mitchell was there in the middle, and the cheerleader from Cambridge, Clive Adams, up the front.
Well, it amazes me that the Helensvale haven't used the power play. Quite incredible. I mean, they trail 9-0.
Well, if you use it now and say you pick up 3 shots and that becomes 6,
you're right back in the game. You just
put a little bit of pressure on them the last end. But if you pick up 3 shots here,
2 feet, mate.
There's nowhere near as much pressure in the final end, is there?
Definitely not. There's, I can't see it was the right decision, but anyway, all comes down to the coach.
But also
saving
maybe
it to the last.
May comes down to experience too. This is their first year
Done it well, mate.
in the competition.
They've had a substitution change as well. Lindsay going off and Nathan Rice coming on, so maybe just a 1-in warm-up for Nathan, just to pick the pace and then go into the last end and hope they can get a 5.
Well, they've got to win this one.
Well, they've got to win the end.
Good lurch.
It's not the end you want to be bowling, you know, to pick up big numbers, is it?
No, it's certainly not. It's looking like a 1-end playoff, this match. Going to come down to the last bowl, I feel. Going to need a miracle to get out of this set. I don't think anyone's come from 9-0 down to win a set for the whole day.
Well, they just have to halve it. I mean, that is in their favour, the fact that they just have to halve it.
This 9-all would be good enough. Well,
let's run hard now. Hurry.
Nathan Rice looking to draw the shot. Run hard, he called it, but it's not going to get there.
What it's also done too, Kelvin, in Adelaide's benefit is it's taken this parochial Gold Coast crowd out of the equation as well. They've gone very quiet as their team has struggled. And the Gold Coast need to just do something to get them back into the match, don't they? And I'm talking, when I say them, the crowd back in behind them.
Yes, they've got plenty of support, but they've gone very quiet, of course.
Well, the bus might have already left.
Well, they're still here. They just need something to cheer about.
Push now.
This is a bit short too, isn't it?
They're in the box seat, Adelaide, though. That'd be number 2.
They don't look too happy, do they? Is that Lindsay's mum? Looks like.
Yes, it is.
There you go.
Yes, keen bowler as well.
Turn hard, buddy.
Plays out of the same club.
Settle, mate. Settle.
Lindsay's won a state fours with her mother and club championships, many of them, I believe. The bowls is in the family.
There she is. Looks like Lindsay too, doesn't she? You can see that, the resemblance.
Sure is. Therese.
Push, mate.
This end, Kelvin, it's like a broken record all night. No one can seem to get near the jack.
No, it's been sort of a loose game, really. You're lucky Alex Marshall's not out there. He found it pretty easy going.
Oh, surprised he hasn't melted Alex.
He was telling me that it was 5 degrees when he left home. He arrived on the weekend, of course, when it was 40 degrees in Brisbane.
Well, here we go.
You get to there, mate.
I mean, I know it may not last like this, but if they can get that jack near those 4 bowls, there's 4 shots. So it actually, you know, there is a chance there.
There is. Scotty's just going to try and get in amongst them, but he's going to be too wide and heavy, so...
Look, there is a chance there, Kelvin.
He's got a big chance. The 4 yellow bowls about a metre behind. If Brett Wilkie could trail a jack into those, could make 4 or 5 and get them right back, and I'm sure you'll hear the fans.
This is a huge moment.
With a power play to come.
The coach will be a genius if this comes off. Anthony Fantini, won't it? Big moment here for Brett Wilkie. Can he actually do it? There's 4 bowls waiting for that jack to be trailed.
Well, he got it away very well. He likes it, tell you what. Brett Wilkie. Nathan Rice likes it. He's very close.
Oh, can you believe this, Kelvin Kirko? But it's gone too close to the Adelaide bowl.
Incredible.
It'll be 1
yellow bowls.
It'll be 1, 2. It's just 2. Or 1, is it? Just 2. It just went a little bit further than he would have liked. It was a great effort. It just gives them a sniff. It just didn't quite hit it.
Have a look at this on replay. Nathan Rice just in the way, but he gets the jack, and if it goes the other way another 8 inches, they could have been 5. They're happy with 2. They're on the board, and a power play to come on the last end. So close, Brett Wilkie. Well, that could have been anything. Well, that's brought them alive.
But as we were saying before, though, too, Kelvin, they've got to pick up 4 shots to win the set now.
Yes, and Nathan Rice probably not going to be good enough. Big end here.
They can't afford a bad bowl, can they?
No, they've got to make every bowl count.
Both teams going the power play.
Yes, so double shots apply. Well, Wayne Rudiger, he has played a poor bowl here. So he does give the Hawks an opportunity. Nathan Rice, they need all their yellow bowls to count. Can they get 4?
You got it, buddy.
Plenty of room. It won't be good enough. Loose.
Well, you can't think that those 2
will be good enough. No, definitely not. Not the quality player of Wayne Rudiger. He's going to beat his first bowl, there's no doubt about that. This is going to be number 1.
Ready.
Takes the 2 yellow bowls straight out of play now. Remembering both teams are playing the power play. Not that it really counts for Adelaide too much.
Oh, Leggy. Good shot here.
Well, Wiz likes it. Nickname Brett Wilkie. Wizzer.
Touch your own, you get the shot, mate.
Won their first game, the Gold Coast. They haven't won since. They did take the first set, though, so we are staring down the barrel here of a
now, mate.
sudden death tie break. Just a 1-end set.
Rudy, under now.
Oh, Rudy.
Is he going to knock that one closer? No. His falls in.
Could be shot. Yeah, high 5 there. 2 Adelaide players. Now we see it. 1 to the Adelaide team.
So 3 shots, 3 bowls left for Brett Wilkie as Lindsay Clark looks on. And Linz, it's a Herculean effort here for Wiz, Brett Wilkie.
Yeah, it's tough going for them, but, you know, they're going to give it a shot here. 4, you know, they only need 4.
You think it's possible, Lindsay?
I'll tell you after this bowl.
Well, he's looking at it closely, Brett Wilkie. Nathan Rice thinks it's a chance.
Come on, Whizzer.
Looking pretty good.
Fell out a bit.
There it is.
Shot. It's a start.
That's one, but it's two, really.
They need 4.
Well, they need a miracle, I think, the Hawks, to get out of this one. Scotty Thorburn, he's got 3 bowls. He'll be trying to keep it as tight as he can. Get one, drop one.
We'll say something.
He's not far away.
Hurry, mate.
Hurry's the call.
Good, mate. Well done. Another one in there.
Well, it's in the head. Doesn't make it any easier for Brett Wilkie.
You try and get the split down there on your backhand, mate. Split, get the jack.
That's the call from Nathan Rice. Wants Brett Wilkie to play weight. Try and remove the 2 Adelaide bowls.
Ben.
Get the perfect split.
Ben.
Looks wide. It is. That makes it difficult.
Roll yours over, mate. You slip past, you get to here.
Well, it could be a sudden death playoff here for this match.
It's looking very much like that.
Could all
particularly as Adelaide has the last bowl. Now Brett Wilkie's coming up to have a look. Now they're going to have to call a timeout here because
good, mate.
There's a shot to the Gold Coast. So they're going to have to call timeout. 2 shots to the Gold Coast. So they're going to have to call timeout here eventually, as both players, Nathan Rice and Brett Wilkie, are looking. Shot clock's down to 15. 10.
You never know. You might run through and get the jag.
Let's see if the coach is on the boil.
6th timeout. Yes, there it is.
Well, he had a few seconds to spare, so he's probably wasted about 5 seconds there. Gives Brett Wilkie time to get back to play.
So here we go.
Will be the last bowl. Brett Wilkie. Somehow they need to make a 4. Need some luck. Playing weight. If you can get the 2 white bowls out, you never know.
You never know.
Here we go.
Mate, 2.
Oh, no, just 2. And that won't be enough, but what will Scott Thorburn do here?
Yeah, you draw the shot, mate.
He just won, they're saying, the marker's saying now, to the Gold Coast. They cost them a shot there. So it'll be sudden death, one end. The power play, both teams have called. Who will get the points here? It will be 1 to the Gold Coast, which becomes 2. So the second set will be a 9-4 win to Adelaide after Gold Coast took the first set 4-3. We go to a tie break, and that is the first set. And you can see the start there. You're never going to recover 3, 2 and 4 in this format.
No, it was a bad start. Adelaide Endurance dominating the first 3 ends of that second set and set them right up. Team talks. 2 most experienced players of Nathan Rice and Brett Wilkie will play this last end. Of course, it's a 1-end playoff. You just need to win the end. Whoever wins the end will win the match. And so many games have been played, won and lost in this 1-end playoff. Very deadly.
Well, depends which team you are too. If you're the Sydney Lions, so many games have been lost due to a tie-break. 12 they've lost. They've only played 15 games in the history of the Premier League, Sydney Lions, and they've been beaten in a tie-break 12 times out of 15 games.
It's quite amazing. You'd wonder how you get those sort of stats. You know, Steve Glasson, the Australian coach, it'd be a good question to ask him. Normally top players come to the top. That's interesting stats. Very strong team, of course, with Aaron Sheriff and Karen Murphy. Well, we're down to this last end. The one end tie break. The winner of this end will win this match. Adelaide Endurance versus the Gold Coast Hawks here at Club Pine Rivers. Second year of the APL. Nathan Rice slipping through. So it's not the perfect start. Of course, Nathan Rice normally skips, doesn't lead very often. Well, Wayne Rudiger is the Australian lead. Very experienced player when it comes down to this situation. And look at this for a bowl. Wayne Rudiger. Side toucher.
Give it a chance, mate.
Well, 2 back bowls of Nathan Rice's could be very good now. Well, Nathan Rice. Lurch, they call him. Tall and thin. He's after the jack. Is it going to hold? Well, I think he's going to go through the hole. But he has so close, but no result. Well, Wayne Rudiger, he's got to get behind. Nothing for short here. Must reach. Well, he could draw another one. Doesn't want to build a target anymore. A toucher would be good, though. Another toucher it will be. Well, it's a target, but it is a toucher. So Wayne Rudiger's got 2 touches. Of course, if they were hit into the ditch, they would remain live bowls. There you see it.
It's a big target. 3 back bowls there for Brett Wilkie to work with.
Of course, the respot, you can see the back cross. If the jack goes out of bounds, it would be replaced pretty close to that yellow bowl. Be pretty much through to Helensvale. The Hawks.
Wait here.
Looks wide. Well,
knocked his own out. Yeah. So 2 into the ditch there for the Gold Coast.
Try and get to that one, mate.
There you see it.
James, it's all right. You don't want to be ripping up there and
3 shots to Adelaide, but this back yellow bowl is the worry. Scotty Thorburne's got to get close as he can. Anything past.
Good, mate.
Well, he might change it.
Scotty,
I don't think he's trying to get where he wanted to, but he could change the angles here.
Mate, perfect. Toucher.
Well, that's very good. A toucher as well. So there's 3 touches amongst those 4 white bowls on screen.
Bigger target.
It is, but it's there to be hit. Still got to be hit.
Well,
the call was high, normally wide. Oh, so close.
Just knocked one out, but that doesn't really matter.
You've got a toucher in the hole.
Well, there's a toucher in the ditch now. Maybe not.
No, it's not. The other 2.
Right, ready?
Well, Wayne was hoping it was a toucher. It would have stayed in the ditch. It's not to be. 1 bowl each to play in this match.
Well, 2 actually here for Adelaide.
Well, so bit of luck, Scotty won't have to play it if Brett Wilkie misses, but of course if he gets it.
Big advantage for him, isn't it, to have that last bowl?
Hurry, mate.
Well, it's going to be past.
You'll get it, buddy. Good, mate.
Well, here we go.
This is for the match.
Still a big target. I feel very confident, Brett Wilkie.
Well, he's missed to the right on both drives.
He likes this one. He's got something. How? What's going to happen?
Oh, yes, he's got it.
What a shot, Brett Wilkie.
There's the jack in the ditch next to Wayne Rudiger.
Well, what a result. 4 down to 1 up.
Well, they called timeout here, Adelaide.
That one.
Oh, there's the call. Lots of touches. Well, he's going.
So it's easy to aim at the touches, isn't it? Put him in the ditch.
We've got 3 white bowls in there to the touches, or get the yellow bowl out. He doesn't like it.
It slipped out of his hand. It's missed everything. And the Gold Coast have come from nowhere to steal it. With a great drive from Brett Wilkie, they win the tie-break 1-0. They were down. They were gone. And that shows you what happens at the Australian Premier League. And the man that did it was Brett Wilkie, and he's downstairs with Tom Chadwick.
Yeah, indeed, Mark. Thank you very much, Brett Wilkie, the hero in that one. What a finish.
Yeah, it was a great finish. We were lucky enough to get the first set. The Adelaide boys dominated the second set, but we were confident we could go well in the tie-break and lucky enough to pull off the big one at the end. Yeah,
Adelaide had a lot of momentum heading into the tie-break. How did you manage to stem that?
They did have a lot of momentum, but Nathan and I went well on the long ends earlier, so we're confident to try and finish off the long ends and pay dividends in the end.
Yeah, what were you thinking just going into that last bowl?
Well, I wasn't far off for the first 2, so I thought just a little bit of adjustment, and lucky enough, a little bit of adjustment came off and got the right angle on it.
And looking forward, Gold Coast look all right, don't they?
Oh, yeah, we're hanging in there. We had 2 wins today, so looking to bounce back strong tomorrow.
You're a good man, thank you.
Thanks, mate.
OK, time for a break here on Fox Sports. After the break, it is Perth up against the Melbourne Royals.